Hey everybody, Otter Pop in here. I'm just gonna go over quickly just some mage stuff for Rise of Shadows. What's going out, what's coming in. Just quickly, it's gonna be brief. First video I did was Hunter. It was a little long, so we're gonna try to condense it a little bit. So Big Mage, as it currently exists, is losing pretty much like half of the shell. So Meteor's out. Jaina's out, Syndra Ghost is out, Alana's out, Dragon's Fury is out. Very important cards, anti-aggro, anti-big stuff. Big Mage, probably not a thing anymore. Maybe some Control Mage will come out of this, but we'll see. Quest Mage is out. So Quest, Molten Reflection, Arcane Artificer 2 is out for big spell and Quest, obviously. And then, Odd Mage is out. So pretty much those archetypes no longer exist. Alaneth is out, so that's a big hit to tempo style mages. That card draw was awesome. Arcanologist also for losing, the ability to just basically pull a secret right out of your deck. Gone. And speaking of secrets, Explosive Runes is out. Frozen Clone and Mana Bind are also out. The reason I put those on the list is not because they were good or ever in the meta. But also like Glacial Mysteries, they are no longer available when you create a random mage spell, and that is awesome because those cards suck. So especially Glacial Mysteries, oh my gosh, when you discover a random spell and you get that 8 mana, put all the spells in your hand or in your deck it sucks. It's terrible. It just sits in your hand. You can never do anything with it. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and this card makes me sad because I really did like Glyph, Primordial Glyph. Powerful effect, low mana cost, but it could miss. It wasn't broken, but I really loved Glyph. I really love those kind of cards. So Glyph going out kind of hurts me, but it is what it is. It's gone. So let's look at the new cards here. So first we start off with a bomb. Boom, Caligos. Okay, your first spell each turn costs 0. And you discover a spell. So for 10 mana, you discover a spell, and you can cast it for 0 because you haven't cast a spell yet. Sorry. So this card is spicy. Very powerful effects, generally in Hearthstone. Find a way to see play. So first look at this, I see 10 mana. Very, very difficult to play a 10 mana minion, just in general, just ever. It's tough. Thing I like about this spell, or this card, is that if you could somehow cheat it out, the effect that the first spell costs 0 is on the card, it's not a battle cry. Which I don't think I've ever seen that before, having a persistent effect, like aura type effect, but also a battle cry. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that on a Hearthstone card. So that's cool that they're doing something different. At the very least, they don't do it often. And it's a powerful effect for sure. So you get... this is like a control, greedy, powerful card, but you discover a spell. So like, let's say you put this out, you get a 4/12. You discover Flame Strike. You clear their board. But also, you still have a 4/12 on board that they have to deal with, because otherwise you get more free spells. So yeah, that's strong. That's definitely strong. That's a good card. It's a good card. So right away we're starting off with a good mage card. And you don't have to do it with the card you dispelled, right? You just play it. If you have Flame Strike in your hand already, you can just Flame Strike or Pyroblast. I would say Pyroblast probably least likely, or less likely, because if you had Pyroblast and you probably just want to use it on the face and kill him, you could just do that without summoning Caligos. So, yeah, I don't know. This card's good though. Powerful effect, like I said. Powerful effects are generally good, and you're discovering less bad spells because some of the bad spells are going out, like I said. So you can do this and like discover like counterspell, and then it's gonna be real hard for them to get rid of this. So yeah, that's all good. Power of Creation. 8 mana spells. Oh boy. We love that. Okay, 8 mana. Okay, so right away you see the synergy, right? So these two cards are right next to each other. You summon Caligos, you discover this, then you play this for 0. You discover a 6-cost minion and get 2 copies of it. So you put a 4/12 out and 2 6-cost minions that are the same. That's a lot of board. That's a lot of board you just put out there. So that's good. I mean, you're just throwing stats on the board, but I mean, that's a lot of them. So these are powerful effects in and of themselves. This is a lot of mana by itself to summon 2 6-cost minions. But I mean, essentially, if you think about it, you're getting 12 mana worth of stuff because you're getting 2 6-cost minions. Sucks that they're the same ones, but and it's not really controllable. You don't know which ones you're going to get. You got to do the math, see how many 6-mana minions there are. Don't see any. There's none here. So, anyways, 2 very powerful cards right off the bat. Kirantor Tricaster, spell damage +3. Your spells cost 1 more. Wow. Okay, so what I think of immediately is tempo, right? So you're playing tempo. You got some Sorcerer's Apprentices on the board, maybe just 1. You put this guy out, your spells cost the same they normally would have because they balance each other out. Also, you can do things like, I don't know. This is tough. This card's tough because mana cost is a really big thing. So if you use this with like Arcane Missiles, right, for 6, you're getting 6 pings. It's just not good enough. Use it with Fireball, costs 5, so for 9 mana you get Fireball for 9. I mean, I could see you getting lethal with this, but would there be easier ways? And you got to put this card in your deck? I don't know. I don't know about this one. Spell damage +3 is ridiculous. But we'll see. Oh, okay. Conjurer's Calling. 3 mana twin spell, destroy a minion. Summon 2 minions at the same cost to replace it. So, you want to do this on your own minions, I would think. Unless you're trying to push through and you do it to a taunt, I guess, and it summons 2 non-taunts and you push through for lethal, but I don't know, random too. Summon 2 random minions of the same cost to replace it. I'm not sure about this. Twin spell again. I don't know. Not loving that card. Messenger Raven. I just can't think of any deck you'd want to do this in. Currently, at least. I mean, yeah, you get a minion that's big with 1 health left or something. You trade it first and then you do this. And then you got 2 big minions. But I guess if you discover it off Caligos and cast it, you get 2 10-mana minions. And one of them might be Caligos. So yeah, I guess that could be a thing. It doesn't say 2 different minions. It says 2 minions. Messenger Raven. Discover a mage minion for 3 mana 3/2. Not loving it. Say that. That's a bad stat line for 3 mana. Just to discover a minion that you could just put in your deck. Mages generally don't do board flood. They want spells. Not a big fan of Messenger Raven. Khadgar. Your cards that summon minions summon twice as many. 2 mana 2/2. Okay, I see that. So you Khadgar. And then Conjurer's Calling something else. You destroy a minion. You summon 2, but you really summon 4. of the same cost. So you're starting to get into minion flooding. I mean, you're building big boards with Mage. What other cards summon minions? Violence, Porter, and Wild. That's good for 9. None of these. Oh yeah, discover a 6-cost minion. Summon 2 copies of it. Twice as many. Summons 4 copies of it. Okay, so you go Khadgar plus power on 10, and you get 4 6-cost minions that are the same. Could work. It's really expensive. I don't know. A lot of these things are sort of overpriced, so you're gonna have to cheat them out some way. So I'm thinking, like, you never. The problem with Khadgar is he's a control card, because you never want to play this on 2 ever. So this is a control card only. So we're looking at Control Mage again, with controlling with big bodies instead of other ways. Magic Dart Frog. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. 2 mana 1/3. That's funky. I mean, clearly this fits more in the tempo style. 2 mana 1/3 sucks. Casting a spell dealing damage to minions is good. I mean, you get a way to control the board while also, casting spells at the face. So that's good. It's kind of like Knife Juggler, but for spells. But it's just 1 damage, not 3. I don't know about this one. That's tough. I'm not really loving the Magic Dart Frog. Maybe it fits in tempo, if tempo's slower. I don't know. Mana Cyclone. 2 mana, 2/2. For each spell you've cast this turn. Can I do this? Yeah, but I don't need to. Okay. For each spell you've cast this turn, add a random mage spell to your hand. So you go off with 1 mana spells or whatever, low cost spells, and then you just boom this dude on the board and you get a whole bunch of more spells. That's cool. Refill. It's elemental, so it fits the tribe for like an elemental tempo deck. And then we got some 1 mana spells down here. So let's look at those, because those are going to go with this, I'm sure. Magic Trick. Discover a spell that costs 3 life. Okay, so you Magic Trick. Play the spell from that. Ray of Frost costs 1, so you twin spell. Okay, this is a good card. Right away I can tell. I don't even need to read all of it. Freeze a minion. If it's already frozen, deal 2 damage. Okay, so you stall or you deal 2 damage to a frozen minion. But it costs 1 and it has twin spell. That's all I really needed to know. So you freeze it, and then you do 2 damage to it because it's got twin spell. Yeah, these 2 cards are great. Magic Trick is great because of Mana Cyclone probably. And discovering a cheap spell. This is great on not on 1. You don't want to be doing this on 1. This is great later when you get stuff for casting spells. And Discover is just a good mechanic. So these 3 cards here are really good. I like all these. Khadgar has situational use and control. These 2 cards are really good. This card maybe if you're really wanting to flood the board, no and no and no. These 3 cards are no's for sure. Messenger, Raven, Dart Frog, and Kirin Tor. I think Conjurer's Calling is probably also really bad, but we shall see. I said if that board flood mage thing works, I mean, I've never seen that work pretty much ever, but if it does, then that's good. So that's it for Mage. Looking like Mage got some pretty strong stuff here. These 2 cards are broken, and these 3 cards are probably broken together. So Mage has got some stuff. So they had to get a lot to make up for losing a lot. So hopefully it all balances out, and control and aggro mage are both still things. We'll see. So that's it for Mage. Thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and drop a follow, drop a subscribe, whatever you want to do. I'm going to make more videos in the coming weeks, especially about Rise of Shadows. Just teaching about, doing some lightweight teaching for more casual players about maybe not more casual, maybe just people who have been gone for a while or they want to know more about a certain deck or whatever. Just talking about how these cards actually worked out and what the meta is looking like and what decks you could play. So that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.